Today's episode is brought to you by Progressive, where drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. Quote now at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary.
This episode is brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. In breaking news, leading scientists worldwide are conducting experiments to determine if Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are the perfect combination of peanut butter and chocolate. However, it appears the study was inconclusive, as the scientists couldn't help but eat all the Reese's. Because when you want something sweet, you can't do better than Reese's. Find Reese's now at a store near you.
Oh, hello there. What's that? You want a story? Something real and true, but perhaps too allegory? Oh, well, let me see. Let me have a drink and think up a story worth your time. Let me think. Ah, I've got it. And it's got it all. A hero and prophecy, a warning, a fall, a promise, a history. Hidden but crucial, and a secret you'll never guess, though maybe you will. I think you look smart. I mean, you came here to me when you needed some fun. That's as smart as can be. So what do you say? Let me lay out the scene. Let's start at the beginning, the best place to begin. For beneath a large-shaped star, the moon was in the house of starch. The house by far the fattest, like being born in a fry basket. His mother labored in great pain. 16 pounds this fellow weighed, and his eyes shone like a grease stain. Skin glowed like a casserole, fresh made. His mama named him Golden George. Papa Scrumptious was overjoyed. Said we'll call him Gigi for short. He was in the kitchen by age 2, cooking breast milk cheese fondue. He had his mama spooked, but one taste she knew. The boy cooked naturally. Over time his talents grew, and his confidence grew too. Said he would shake the world of food, fast and casually. He said,
my gifts know no restraints. Soon all the world will know my name. My gift to all shall be an escape from drudgery via culinary artistry.
So how do you like him? Guess he's our hero. The boy with the wish and a gift and an ego. But this amigo was on something. The world is bitter and cold and troubling, but nothing so warm as something straight out of the oven and filling you up and giving you comfort, adjusting your dials and pushing all your right buttons. So why not toot his honker when he's so much to offer? Food and drink heal. And this boy was a doctor, but he needed more than a gift or a wish. He needed more than ego. He needed a dish.
It's time to make my fortune, so let the world prepare. I'll save their mouths from boredom, all other chefs beware. I'll keep the oil flowing, I'll keep the oven hot. I'll find the dish that shows them what I've got, yeah. Teriyaki steak tips, buttered sweetbread fries, cheese-laced onion blossom ranch on the side. Now here's my masterpiece, it's piled high with 7 cheeses. What taste, what artistry, baked macaroni, I'm a genius.
And though it sounds simple and maybe you laugh, that macaroni pasta put Gigi on the map. That macaroni pasta was better than yours by half. His use of Thousand Island was astounding, over 7 layers of cheeses, French and Italian, and one that might be Russian, but ain't nobody telling. See, the recipe's a secret, and Gigi's smart to keep it, cause everyone wanted what that bastard was selling. The momentum of this dish on every wish list was enough to propel him to the highest echelon of chefs and give him what they all were eyeing: franchising. But as Gigi sat in his kitchen in Centralia, New Jersey, sizing up contracts, showered in glory, he felt a worry. An itch left unscratched, he was lost in the dark, lost his spark, all seemed black. Something ached in his twice-baked heart, those macaroni was a work of art. All that work felt artless, heartless, see at the top the drops all you got left. Now his hostess was a beauty queen named Melanie Marie Manzine. Triple M saw Gigi's depression, and so she pulled him near to tell him, I watched you build this place, the joy that played across your face. Why not give everyone a taste thereof? Fill your menu with that joy and fun.
Fun? Yeah.
Thought Gigi.
That's the one. The ingredient I had but since had shunned. I've been so high on my own hot air, I've lost the fun that got me there. Food should always be fun. It's entertainment for tongues. That was obvious once, but I was blind, I was dumb as to what I'd become. Goodbye to former pursuits. Better to give and include. Without further ado, I present to you a place where the food can always lighten the mood. The all-new Gigi Scrumptious, where fun is always on the menu.
Well, you can guess what happened next. Oh, you can't? Well, here it is. Gigi rethought the plot of his vocation. He let go of the top and focused on elation. The silly joy and fun of stuffing your face and drinking your weight and milkshakes. And when his restaurant reopened after a short renovation, it was a success. He was met with adulation and opened up franchises in 7,000 plus locations.
Gigi Scrumptious, where fun is always on the
And
menu.
he married his muse. Yes, he truly fell for that clever wild woman who'd been running the door. Triple M and Double G had their lives intertwined by a Wild West rabbi named Tex Rubenstein beneath a paper-mache macaroni in the most beautiful mixed denominational ceremony.
Finally, everything is right. I love my work, I love my wife. This is more than I ever could have hoped for. What's this, my love? Why do you cry? Tell me and I will make it right. There is no worry we have inside.
Gigi, I'm pregnant. What? You don't feel the tension? Oh, yes, of course. A child's a blessing. It's just... Oh, I get the impression you're missing a key component to our hero's depression. So for a second, let's leave the present. It's time for a little history lesson.
Thanks for supporting the Fable and Folly Network. Here's another show we know you'll love.
Where am I? Welcome to Desert Skies, traveler. Your journey through the physical plane has come to an end. I am the attendant. My colleague here is the mechanic.
Yo.
This is your last stop on your way to the great beyond. It's our job to make sure you're prepared for the ride. Now, before hitting the road, we have an impressive selection of over 34 varieties of microwavable burritos.
What's going on?
There's gotta be a better afterlife than this. I mean, come on!
That's offensive.
Something seems to be wrong with me.
You left something major undone.
I have a life outside of this gas station, you know.
You quite literally do not.
Any hobbies?
Nope.
Ever travel?
Nope.
Love interest?
Are you kidding?
Oh my god. You're like the human version of a plain bagel.
Cash register.
How can I help you, attendant?
Play some music?
You got it. It's kind of funny, though. What I needed wasn't back there. It was here, waiting for me.
I wonder what it feels like, Mac, to miss the physical plane, the people you left behind.
You know, I had a wife who died 3 years ago.
Wish I could go back.
No, you don't need to go back. You just need to be here.
And a new traveler approaches. Ready, team?
Ready.
Attendant.
Good. Let's do this. Find Desert Skies wherever you listen to podcasts.
Looking to get out of the ads and back to the story? Fable and Folly Plus is a new way to support the creators you love. The podcast you're listening to right now and more than 60 others can be heard ad-free for as little as $4 a month by visiting fableandfolly.com/plus. And now you'll start to see Fable and Folly Network shows are offering bonus content to all existing and new supporters. Find exclusive new episodes from shows like Civilized and Realms of Peril and Glory. Fable and Folly Plus. Sign up today at fableandfolly.com/plus.
Long ago when the world was young, when the restaurant game had not yet begun, casual eateries didn't exist, and the only fast food was what you couldn't catch. If early man sought something good to eat, yeah, he'd best fall down on his knees and pray to gods of drink and feast. It was the perfect way, and would be still today. A lesser god of feast was this gal Deja. Your face betrays you, never heard the name. You miss nothing if you never met her, though she thought she was an up-and-comer in this game. She made a plan to be the greatest god of food and drink in history. She'd show humans the holy ways and thus secure their love and praise till the end of days. Well, she didn't wait more than 1,000 years when a man hit bottom and a chance appeared. A chef named Ray of the Romulus line stumbled in and begged at the foot of a shrine. He wanted fame and a chance to succeed. He was a fine mix of talent and greed. She saw her play and she didn't delay. Gave him a vision, her descending on the gravy rain. The salty brown drops washed his pain away, and she offered him a deal. That's all the world changed. In the vision, Deja said to him, "Oh, Ray unknown, how your talent and your palate go to waste. As you well know, gods tip the balance and their talents grip your fate. In this market, how can you make your name known? Oh no. But I've a deal that if you should take, your fame will grow and grow and grow." I see your wonder, see the hunger in your eyes. With my secrets, you'll stun and be their culinary prize. All that I charge of you is never have a child. Your praise alone is mine. Yes, no children shall you bear, though many will you claim as heirs in time. Yes, the king of food for all your days. The people will taste and they will praise. O'er all your reign, you'll not be done. Your eyes so long as the sun has rays. Your eyes so long as the sun has rays. Your eyes so long as the sun has rays, and only set when the rays have the sun. You'll rise so long as the sun has rays, and only set when the rays have sun. Well, Ray thought that sounded mighty fair, a heavenly answer to his despair. He bowed in praise, swore his faith blindly, which for gods is legally binding. Ran down to town to his deep-fried peacock eye food court. In an hour he'd sold out. He was the talk of the town, his food a work of art. And it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew, and Ray learned the secret that the gods all knew when he used them to create a new empire. Food that's fun, served fast with cheer, paired with a casual atmosphere, fills all with food, yes true, but to delight. People could not get enough, they came to get their faces stuffed. How nice for Ray. The gods of food and drink were forgot, addition to it seems a plot backfired. And Ray looked down over all he commanded. By his death to 1,042 locations had he expanded. And as the ages changed, so did Ray's descendants' menus, as they took the empire to new exciting venues. The Visigoth Grill, Crusaders Crudo, Peter the Great, Dynasty Noodles, the original Scythian-style pub, Bennigan's, Arby's, and Stubby Subs, Mongo Flay It Yourself, Easy Horse, and on till present day, of course. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. And the most powerful chain on down that line was the Ray's Pizza franchise. Oh yeah. Featuring real Rays, original Rays, real original Rays, famous Rays, infamous Rays, and Rays of other names. From the first race cart, this chain had continued, and you could still order peacock eyes off the secret menu. Secret menu. And they ruled all the franchises with an iron fist. But how did the Rays have heirs if Rays never did have kids? Listen to this. It was all part of Adesia's promise, which was so poorly thought out it was almost comic. The contract was written up by the best lawyer of the time, Marcus Legislatus, and the print was very fine as his wife had written it all by hand and Marcus had married the most beautiful cricket in all the land. But we don't have time for that part. What matters is the deal at this vile contract's heart. The Ray to play stipulation, which stated that any chain restaurant whose owner mated forfeited their firstborn child to the Rays, or they handed in their restaurants. Either way, they all paid. And the chains turned over became the Rays, and the children turned over, well, the Rays they became. Many chains tried to avoid this doom. Ray Kroc had his son in a Grimace costume. Papa John put Baby John in a basket of reeds. Dave Thomas sent Wendy to live in a tree. But each was found out and each child was claimed, and through old evil magic was changed to a Ray. Mama chef, Papa chef, run, hide your child away. Look how the Rays come on the 5th birthday of what you most love, they're gonna take away. And what you most love, they're gonna make a Ray. They'll file in, eat up all that you've got. And you must feed them your best, whether you wanna or not. Then, when they're done, that's when you give them either the first child of your blood or all of your franchises, all that you built. Is it worth the pain, worth all the guilt? To see a child a Ray. Many parents chose, of course, their child to keep. But many a chef was overcome with greed. And that's how the Rays stayed on top of the game. And that about brings us up to date. So now you may be keen to the fear that chilled Gigi when Mel said that she was with son. All he'd made, all he'd created was to crumble lest he gave their son what was to be done.
My dear, please dry your tears. You've naught to fear for our son's life. Let the Rays take all I've made. I promise I won't contemplate the trade of child for franchise.
Well, Triple M was overjoyed. But you and me, we know our boy. Gigi's not the sort to sell himself short. He doesn't give, he takes. And he'd fight, he might even tempt fate. Sure, he changed his ways, but to give up everything he'd made, it was a thought that repulsed him. Everything he hated. Well, Gigi Jr. came short months later, and his parents' love, it couldn't have been greater. And though Gigi'd been conflicted on what was to be done, he greatly underestimated how much he'd love his son.
Feel how his smile calms me, see how his hands are strong. He'll be flipping frying pans before too long. God, he's such a natural. See him with that spatula. One day all that I've made will be no.
And 2 weeks before little Gigi turned 5, a letter came in the mail, said it's time we march your way in 14 days. Prepare our feast, signed the Rays. Outside there was a storm, but there was a knock at the door. Gigi turned and saw, dripping on his floor, a chef clad all in mauve. How'd the man get inside? Gigi worried this was bad, but the chef simply smiled and acted as if he had all the answers in the world. And Gigi eased, suddenly calm. He offered the mauve chef a drink, but then the chef dropped a bomb. He looked Gigi in the eye, and the mauve chef said, I can save your son, save all that you've done, but you must be brave no matter the pain. Do as I say. To be continued.
The Fall of the House of Sunshine is a Roy Gold production. It was written by Jonathan Goldberg with music by Matt Roy Berger. Find out more about the show and cast at podmusical.com. And remember, it's almost time for the second annual Haiku for a Review celebration. Leave us a review on iTunes and receive a personal haiku to be debuted in a special new episode. Also remember, a true friend likes you for you, and not for the potential organs they might harvest upon your ascension to the Oasis. All that was an excerpt from Carl's unauthorized screenplay, Ready Player 2, Carl's Turn. Thanks for listening, and have a suntabulous bicuspid of a day.
The Fall of the House of Sunshine is part of Fate Crafters Studios. Find other great shows at fatecrafters.com.
New Molar historian Lyman Keys here with an After the Episode Bulletin. I wanted to let you know about Fate Crafters Studios, the amazing podcast network that collects the best in audio drama entertainment and brings it to your ears. And it doesn't even cost anything. It's on the internet. And a lot of things on the internet do cost things, but not Fate Crafters Studios at fatecrafters.com. So go there and check them out. Like the podcast Lake Clarity, where 5 teens head up to Camp Clarity to celebrate their last summer together. But they unknowingly unleash an old evil that has been dormant beneath the lake. Like you do, like happens in many movies. But this is not a movie. This is a podcast. Now, after this occurs, a young journalist begins to find discrepancies about the missing kids. It's all a sort of crazy puzzle. It's really interesting and really grabs you, and you wonder, what's going on with this lake? What's going on with these kids? What's going on with this reporter? Everything's a mystery, and only you can solve it by listening to Lake Clarity as part of the Fate Crafters Studio Network. FateCrafters.com. You'll find out about it if you like something called Twitter. I don't know what that is, but you can go to Twitter to CDHcast and follow them for whatever they do on Twitter, which is tweeting things. My nephew tells me, but it is great. I've been listening to it. He put it on cassette for me. It's really scary. I haven't slept in days. I don't know what to do except to listen to more of it. It's really great. Lake Clarity as part of the Fate Crafters Studio Network. And if you want to hear more from old Lyman Keys, that's me, join the House of Sunshine Patreon page. You can find more at their website, podmusical.com. So give it a listen, and give all the great shows on the Fate Crafters Studios Network a listen. They're all worth the listening. I said listening a lot that time. Was it too much? Stuart, was that too much? No? Great. This is Lyman Keys, saying listening a lot.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.